When it comes to cool season crops, there's no shortage of great stuff that you can grow in your garden. And one of the easiest crops to grow in the home garden is radishes. Radishes are a cool season root crop that are super forgiving. You definitely don't need to be an expert gardener in order to grow them. They also grow incredibly fast. If you get your radishes sown today, you could be harvesting in as little as 2.5 weeks. That means you could be at least on your third radish harvest before you even get to the first harvest of some of the other veg found on this list. Carrots are another root crop that love the mild weather. They take a bit longer than radishes, and they need a little bit more planning regarding where they're grown. Carrots need to be in an area with loosened up soil. Otherwise, the roots will struggle to grow down and might tangle up into a weird mess. The weird ones are still good, they're just weird. Make sure you're consistently watering your carrots as they grow. Too much dehydration, and they won't plump up as much as you'd like, and they could get really woody. Now expect that your carrots are going to take maybe 50 to 60 days from sowing to harvest. Now there are some smaller varieties that you can grow in a shorter amount of time, so if you have a smaller window of opportunity, maybe consider growing those types instead. But there's nothing quite like pulling a fresh carrot out of the ground. Another cool season crop to get planted now is broccoli. Many gardeners choose to start their broccoli inside, but you don't have to. They actually do fine being sown directly, especially in milder temperatures. The biggest threat to broccoli when it's sown outdoors is that pests can easily get to the plants when they're young and tender. This puts a lot of stress on the plants, and it makes it all the more difficult for them to establish a strong root system. If you can, try growing your broccoli under cover. This will help keep the pests out, and it also protects from too much sun or heat, which can cause a lot of damage. Expect your broccoli to take a while to mature, something like 60 to 70 days from transplant for many varieties. But don't worry, if you're planting in the fall, they can actually handle some frost. In fact, getting touched by frost can actually help improve the flavor of your broccoli, which is also true for many of the other cool season crops found on this list. Another member of the brassica family that handles chilly weather really well is kale. Kale is a fast-growing leafy green that has tons of uses, from salads and stir-fries to smoothies and chips. It's a cousin of broccoli that's grown specifically for its leaves, which are packed with nutrition. Kale also does a really great job handling the cold. It's another one of those crops that benefits from the bite, and cold actually helps improve its flavor. It's super versatile. In fact, one of my favorite ways to eat kale is to crisp it up in the oven with some oil and seasoning. Absolutely delicious. They can grow huge, so you'll want to harvest pretty regularly once they get established. Treat them as a cut and come again crop, and you could feasibly keep harvesting them until first freeze. Kale is also a crop that you can overwinter, so if you cover and mulch it properly, you can actually get an early harvest of kale at the beginning of next growing season without ever having to plant anything new. Years ago, I bought some organic baby bok choy from the grocery store. I cut the bases off before cooking, and instead of composting them, I put them in a dish of water, and they started growing new leaves. I ended up harvesting more bok choy for 6 weeks or so. It was super cool. And then they started to bolt, so I let them flower and set seed. And then I harvested the seed pods, and I've never had to buy bok choy again. Bok choy is so easy to grow. Just broadcast the seeds and lightly cover with soil. Within days, you'll see germination. And just a few weeks later, you'll have baby bok choy. I could thin these out and let the remaining ones grow into mature cabbages, or even treat them as cut and come again, taking only the outer leaves when I harvest. But I like to harvest the whole plant while they're young and tender. They're perfect sauteed up in a stir fry. I'll also purposely leave some to bolt. That way, I'll have more seeds for next season. And speaking of cut and come again crops, if you're not growing Swiss chard in your garden, now's the time to start. Swiss chard is super easy to grow, and it's a great companion plant with broccoli. Because chard has deep roots and broccoli has shallow roots, they're not going to be competing in the soil for nutrition. And because their growth habits are different, they won't crowd each other in the bed. Chard grows wider, while broccoli grows taller, so they'll fill out the bed nicely without pushing each other around. You can start chard indoors a couple of weeks before transplanting, or just direct sow into the bed. And they really take off once the weather is right, so be ready to harvest early and often. You can harvest the whole plant, but you get more out of it by removing the outer leaves and leaving the inside crown and younger leaves to harvest another day. Snip the stems about an inch from the soil surface, and then cut it up and saute it, stem and all, just like you would with mature spinach leaves. Chard also adds a really nice pop of color to the cool season garden. I like to grow the rainbow varieties because they really liven up the garden space. It's also not too late to get some fresh garden peas on your plate. Peas are a garden staple, and some of the first crops directly sown in spring, but their tenderness means they often succumb quickly to the heat of summer. You can stretch your season by sowing peas just as the weather is starting to show signs of cooling off. Peas grow quickly, and before you know it, you'll have flowers and pea pods reaching high in your garden bed. Just make sure to add some support for your peas. They'll grow fine without support, but they could become a tangled mess rather quickly. Because it's a vining plant, I find it's best to stick some bamboo or other woody cuttings into the ground around the peas to help them climb. It'll help with harvesting, and it'll keep things a little bit tidier, which could discourage some little critters from setting up shop. Now I'm still about a month or two away from getting my onions sown for next year's bulbs, but I still have plenty of time to plant and harvest some spring onions. Or fall onions? Green onions? Scallions. You know what I'm talking about. Grow some onions that aren't going to bulb up. You can harvest the greens as they get tall enough and keep coming back for more throughout the entire cool season. To get a jump on this, I'll actually save the ends of organic scallions I get from the store and pop them into some water. Within a day, you'll start seeing growth, and in just a few days, the greens will be growing tall and you'll notice new roots at the base. And then all you have to do is bring them outside and pop them into some soil. You can grow them in bunches to harvest a lot at one time. And you can harvest the greens or the entire plant. And if you choose to harvest the entire plant, you can start all over again by cutting the bottom off, popping it into some water, and letting it sprout. You can also start these from seed and just direct sow them into a garden bed, but regrowing from kitchen scraps is a really great way to get a head start. Arugula, also called rocket, does really well in the cooler seasons. When harvested younger and eaten raw, it adds a nice zip to salads and sandwiches. Arugula grows really fast and is perfect for direct seeding. It's also great as a cut and come again crop, allowing you to stretch your harvest throughout the cooler seasons. And if the peppery bite of raw arugula is a little bit too much for your taste buds, you can always saute it down like you would spinach and put it into pasta or stir fries. And this is just a taste of some of the great stuff you can get growing as the cool season enters. It's not too late to stretch out the growing season. Get your cool season crop started now and you'll be harvesting in weeks. Happy growing.